law number 5. Guard your reputation with your life.
Lord have mercy.
Protect it like it's your credit score. Like the way people protect their credit score, protect. Exactly. That's how you want to protect your reputation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, Raisa, you have a story to share about that.
Okay. So,
one bad move, one bad partner can cost your name.
Yes, because, damn. Because when you're tied to... because, certain things you're like, oh, this is just going to roll over. This is just going to fall over or whatever. And that's okay. People might forget. People might move on. But the thing is, people will remember how you treated them. People remember, not even how you treated them. The people remember like the scenario that happened, especially if you're in a position of like power, right? Where you're in control. And here I'm going to talk about like when it comes to even just dealing with like your employees and things like that, right? Like if you treat them poorly, if you like don't treat people well in general,
right?
They remember that stuff and they're not going to work for you forever. They're not going to stay at the same place forever. Even if they do, they might go somewhere else, but then your reputation is tarnished.
Yes.
And you're in this, especially when you're in a small industry, you're trying to grow. Let's say, for example, like the African community here in the DMV, right? It's very close-knit. Somebody knows somebody somebody knows you from somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially if you're in the restaurant industry, nightlife, whatever kind of business. People come to you, people know about you, people tend to hear about you more often. And imagine if everything they're hearing is bad. Even if it's not you, they're like, well, you were with that person.
Right.
This company did this. They don't care about, is it Raisa? Is she a good person? It's just tied up.
You're guilty by association.
Exactly. And then now your reputation, you're like trying to be like, no, this wasn't me. But then who cares? Nobody cares. It already happened. Imagine if someone hurts your feelings and they're tied up with someone. You're going to assume both of them are equally planning for your downfall, whether that be the case or not. So, your reputation, you want to be careful who you associate with, even at the level of friends, right? The kind of people you walk with. Like-minded, we have had, I have had to lose a lot of friends in the past. I would say it's because, you're thinking higher, you're trying to level up.
A moment of silence for those friends you've lost. All right, we're done.
So, and then you have to lose those people and then you have to move on. And sometimes you need to do that because you don't want to be associated with the wrong kind of person. Like if you're my friend for a reason, good and fine. But if I'm telling you, hey, this thing, let's move this way because the way we're going is not looking good. It's not looking bright. The future is not looking like we need to, let's level up. Let's get things down. Let's be serious with where we're trying to go. It's not nightlife, party, guy, drinking, all that. No, like let's take this thing serious. Let's think higher. Let's think better.
Right.
Because if they see you, birds of the same feathers flock together.
Right. Yeah.
If they're seeing you and you're like, no, I'm a very serious, ambitious person. And then the person you're walking with is someone that is a complete opposite of you. People are going to kind of assume that that's the case until they talk to you. And what if they don't get a chance to talk to you? Now your reputation is damaged and you don't know who is listening to you.
Exactly. Yeah. Talking about that, actually, reputation management. So I had an experience where I had to. Oh, you okay? You need some water?
You're taking the way you're taking some breaks, it's like you're about to drop some solid.
I mean, this is, kind of deep because I experienced it, right? So I had a couple of. I'm really trying to think how to frame this. So someone was referred to me by someone that I trusted.
Yeah.
And this person was supposed to help me and my clients, right?
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from that experience, especially about doing your due diligences when you're working with people. And there were a couple of things that I kind of overlooked just because of the fact that this person came from a trusted source, right? First of all, what I learned from that experience now, like anybody that I work with, that wants to do a partnership or collaboration, especially when it comes to me referring my clients to them for whatever services they offer, right? For example, whether someone is like a mortgage loan officer or a realtor or
Yeah.
whatever the case, even a CPA or an accountant, right?
Yeah.
So because I have clients and in the area of work that I do, like I have access to people's, financial information, right?
Yeah.
So I would make sure, okay, do you have at least a presence on Google? Do you have a Google My Business, right? Are you using any type of systems to run your business? Do you have a CRM? Is your email, are you using a domain email or are you using something like raisa@gmail.com? If you're not using something like raisa@healthcare.com for your email, I am not taking you seriously. Because those are the basics if you're running a business, right? And if I cannot see any type of customer testimonials, any type of references that can vouch for your services, we're not doing business together. That experience cost me tens of thousands of dollars that month. I had to repay people money.
Oh, I remember you
money
told
that
me about
I
it.
did not even touch. The money did not even go to me. The person took my client's money.
Yeah.
And basically disappeared. So to maintain my reputation, I paid all of those people's money back. Wow. So that month was really tough for me because I still had to pay my employees. I still had to pay my bills. And that was like a negative month for me from something that I did not even do. And I had no idea that this person was not a good person.
So were the people coming to you asking for the money?
The people were like, the person that, you connected me with or whatever, we've not been hearing back from him. It's been over a week. It's been this and that. And I had no idea. I had to now start looking for the person. I am researching. I am investigating. I am trying to figure out like what happened. It was just a terrible experience, honestly. Like,
how much did you lose?
That was like over $10,000 in a month. Yeah. So you can imagine that was a very bad month. So sometimes doing business can be very risky, and associating yourself with the wrong person can cost you a lot of money, but also your reputation. So that is part of reputation management. And I'm like, that was a lesson learned. That cost me a lot of money, but I would never, ever go through that again because now I know exactly what to look for with anybody that comes to me with partnership, collaboration, or even just me posting your business on my page and people reach out to you for your services because it's tied down again to me. Oh, Gloria, you posted this person. Oh, Gloria, you referred me this person. Right? So that was a mistake that really cost me a lot. However, I was still able to maintain my reputation because I did the right thing, even though I did not collect people's money. It was someone else that collected their money and I had nothing to do with it, but I still made it right.
You've never gotten the money back?
I didn't even get $1. So I lost over $10,000 for something that I didn't even do, and I wasn't even aware that the person was doing. So there were so many things that I learned from this experience. Like, that's why I had to breathe before I even shared this experience, because it's making me revisit such a bad experience. Doing business with the wrong person and having your name attached to the wrong person
will cost you.
And that is part of, like you just said, your reputation. Like, people will Google you before they do business with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if they're serious about you.
So if people start writing negative things about you online and XYZ, your reputation is already tarnished. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't want that. So I'm like, I will do whatever it takes to make it right, even if it's costing me my time, my money, my sleep, my business. Like, so that was a very rough month. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wow.
But that's why now I'm sharing what people need to look out for if they want to do business with somebody.
Yep.
If those things are not there in this person,
do it.
Do not do it.
Learn from us. Don't do it.
Because I was the person that was even teaching this person about systems. I'm telling this person about making sure your email has a domain.
Yeah.
Making sure you're using these systems to maintain your customer relationship management, to do your online marketing and XYZ. I'm teaching this person this, and I'm like, but the person that referred me to you said that you are an expert in whatever you do, and
So
you are
who
good at
referred the
business.
person to you? Where is the source? Where is that source?
That's what I'm saying. So, we're not gonna get too deep into this thing. This might be like
Because
a part 2 because
hey,
this might be a long story time,
Jesus.
business, lessons.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how, but I'll collect that money. I don't know. Hey. I don't know how, but that money will be collected. Hey.
yeah, so that's why at the end of the day, like, we got to be able to write our own story
Yeah.
and not let people write our story for us. And
telling you.
protecting your name, like I said, it's like your credit score. Like, you really want to make sure that you do not take on much more than you can take. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it's costing you peace, if it's costing you like money, like, you got to cut ties with it immediately. But you got to be able to recognize the red flags along the way before you even get too deep.
Would you say it's the same thing when it comes to, like, I know we've spoken about it for like business. What about like regular friendships?
Yeah, same thing with friendship. I mean, if you have a friend, unfortunately, that's like out there doing things they're not supposed to do, like they're getting involved with, like, I don't know, they just sleep around and stuff like that. Yeah, if you associate yourself with that person, you guys go places together, like, you guys do things together, people will unfortunately think that you are the same way. And they will not really have respect for you, right?
So how do you, I guess, how do you vet your friend? What would you say? Let's say someone out there, because trust me, when I was, like in my teenage year, early 20s,
Yeah.
I was like, I know why I'm friends with this person. I know why they're my friends. Like, okay, they did this, they did that, but I have my reasons for being friends with them. And I was very big on that. Like, okay, oh, they did that, but I know why I'm friends with her. Maybe when I'm with her, she makes me laugh. Maybe when I'm with her, you know what I mean? Like, they're friends for different reasons. They're friends that you can have nice, casual conversations with. They're friends you can have business, serious conversation with. They're friends that are just like in the middle.
Yeah.
So everybody is a friend for a reason.
Yeah.
So how do you, how would someone vet?
Well, I think there are different categories of friends, right? I know at a certain point in my life, like, I'm a very social person, so it's like I used to go out, I used to have a lot of friends at the time, but once I really started to become more like business focused and just like, start going through my own personal development and just like learning and focusing on entrepreneurship and stuff like that, I started to lose a lot of friends because people were like, oh, you're too serious, or you're not the fun girl no more, or we can't just go out and have fun and XYZ. So it's like, I'm trying to work on some things, and I have a vision, I have a plan. It's like some people at the time were not supportive. They didn't see the vision. And once things got in motion, it's like, oh yeah, we always believed in you, right? Like, okay, cool. Like, this is something you've been talking about years ago that you're
finally,
yeah, we believed in you. Cool. But at the end of the day, I had already removed myself from certain circles because I knew this was not productive for me. Because if we're gonna hang out all the time and all we're gonna do is what, have fun and drink and gossip and things that are not productive. So, and go out till 5 a.m. in the morning, because once you go out in the community, then people want to go to after parties. And if every single week that's what people want to do, first of all, you're draining your pockets. You're buying outfits, you're buying hair, nails, you always got to change your outfits, you always got to have the latest fashions and all of that stuff. So it's very superficial, right? And then some friends are friends with you because of the aesthetics, because, okay, we all look good, we're all going to go out and just like take cute pictures and meet people, but it's very superficial.
Yeah.
So for me, I already know, like, okay, there's certain categories of friendships, but I don't really associate myself too much because I know that this is not really productive in my life, because the things that I want to accomplish with my life, it's not really like the basic stuff. Like, I want to be able to go out with my friends and we say, okay, we want to do this,
Yeah.
and we can afford to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not we're finding out where the
we're
money's
not
gonna
limited.
come from.
The resources are not limited. We're living in abundance, right?
Yes.
But to be able to get to that point, we need to have things going on that are productive, right?
Yep.
So to me, that's pretty much, you know, what I put people in different categories.
People say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely?
Clarissa, you got more fame and more money than you ever have in your life. How's your family dealing with that?
You know, sadly, I have, and it's not just from family and close, but it's close friends who I grew up with. Some people I never thought I'd be living my life without. Listen, I done bought every last one of my siblings a car.
Really?
Bought my mama a house, my mama 2 cars, my daddy a car. Help him with his bills, help mama with her bills, help my sister take care of her 3 kids. Her 3 kids live with me. I go there, sit with the teachers, go to teacher conferences. I do all this stuff. And it seemed like the more you do, the more that they don't like you.
Why?
I overlooked how much my sister, you know, started disliking me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I never done nothing to her. I don't want to get emotional, you know what I'm saying? But me and my sister got the same mama and same daddy, and we grew up together. And, you know, she just, you work so hard to make all this money and to have a good life for yourself. And then the people who you want to share it with, they just change on you. And it's hurtful because people say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely, you know what I'm saying? People shouldn't feel like because I work my butt off that they deserve my money and they deserve my time and they deserve to tell me who I can and can't hang around and they can be so entitled. Family shouldn't be like that. Now all of a sudden, I'm the bad person, but I wasn't a bad person when I was doing backflips for you. I didn't have no boundaries. You can talk to me how you want to talk to me. You can trigger me. You can make me cry. You can mess up fights. You can do all this stuff. Soon as I tell you no to something, I can buy you a car, put you in a house, pay all your bills.
It ain't enough.
People don't want what you give them. They want what you have.
Say that again.
People don't want what you give them. They want what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And that there you can't have. You can't have what I done worked hard for.
But how about you? Do you put people in different categories? And
oh, definitely. You have to, because not everyone. I think I saw an ad where they were like, relationships that do not thrive well is the one where the woman kind of runs to the man, or vice versa. Well, then let's just assume the woman kind of runs to the man for everything.
Okay.
Emotional support, religious support, financial, everything, right? It's like you're running to this one person, and maybe this person is only good at this one thing. Right. Or this couple of things. And then now the other buckets, you know, you're asking him for stuff that he just doesn't have.
Exactly.
So it's like, make sure that, you know, even when you're in a relationship, you have other people filling these different buckets in your life, so that you're not running to one person, overburning them out because they're trying to show up for you in so many different ways. Not saying you shouldn't do that. Definitely put your best foot forward, right? But like, sometimes, you know, like if you have certain things, you can have a female friend to say, okay, when I have this issue, I go to my mom for it. I go to my sister for it. When I have this problem, I go to my friend for it. When I have this, I go to my mentor for it. When I have this, I come to my partner. The partner can still be like all around, have knowledge about what is happening, but you shouldn't expect them to fill these different buckets in your life. And I take friendships the same way, right? There's some friends that is like, okay, I can count on you. I know that if I have a business idea or something and I call you, you know what I mean? Just like that, you know, we'll click it. We'll start having this conversation. You're going to fire my brain up. There are other people that is like, well, if I want to figure out what dress to buy, I would call, or what would this dress look good on me? Or do you know where I can find this? You know, you call them for that. There are other people that when it comes to like healthcare, I have resources where I could go to for that. But you cannot expect all your friends to be there for you at every single point in time. There's some people too that are not very emotionally available. Do you know what I mean? Like when you tell them something, it's just like, okay, I got it, cool, done. They're not gonna sit there, cry with you, melodramatic, you know, dwell in it. No, so you shouldn't go to that person if that's what you're expecting, right? It doesn't mean that they don't care. That's just not how they are. They
like
care for you.
Like you're not very emotionally. You just described yourself. You're speaking about yourself right then and there.
Oh gosh, I knew you were gonna say that. But
hard like a rock.
No, come on now. But yeah.
You know it's true. It's tickling you because you know it's true.
Okay, you know what I mean? So there are different persons like that. And there are people that, when you need something financially, you can reach out to them. And there are friends that, every single time that they was reaching out to you for financial assistance. So what will you
Lord
do?
Jesus. Yeah.
Just keep track of those things and don't mix it up. Don't expect a friend that has nothing to give you something because you always help them. And then maybe they can never give you financial assistance, but hell, maybe that person is the one person that if you call at 2 a.m. in the night, hey, this is going on, I need you, they will show up. The person that might be able to give you money, if you call them at 2 a.m., they'll be like, why are you calling me? What are you doing there?
Right.
Find your way back. So that's how I would say I do it.
Yeah. For me personally, I would say like even because you mentioned like different categories of friends and stuff like that, even mentors, right? One mentor cannot give you everything, right? So you have to have a mentor for real estate, a mentor for business, a mentor for marketing, a mentor for different aspects, right? So even having a therapist, like so there are different buckets where people fit in your life for different reasons. Like one mentor cannot give you everything, one friend cannot give you everything.
Yeah.
But I would say for the friendship, though, there has to be a common denominator, because if you're friends with people that are not, like if you're someone that's really into business and stuff like that and entrepreneurship, and you're friends with people that don't really understand it, don't really support it, it's going to clash at a certain point of time, because there might be things that you're talking about, they don't understand, they don't relate. You might be like, hey, girl, I want to go to this workshop or this business conference or whatever. I feel like it's going to be a good way for us to learn and also network. And just, for you, that's a good time. For them, that's like, no,
I don't want to network. I don't like
want to,
talking
I want to go to the
people.
club. I want to pop bottles. I want to smoke hookah. I want to do this. I want to
Go for brunch.
right. Yeah. So sometimes it's cute, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that most of your friends have a similar mindset, because it's going to clash at the end of the day. Because by the time that you're trying to elevate and do this and do that, your friend is still here and you're over here because you have been working hard in silence. You have been putting in the work. You've been doing a lot of things to get to the point where you're at. And you have friends that are still have a very, very different mindset than you.
Yeah.
And are not really as ambitious. There will be a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of resentment that will be happening behind the scenes. That is something that is inevitable. Yes. So you have to be really mindful as well. Between the categories of friends you have, they must have at least one thing in common altogether. So if you're someone that's into healthcare, it's good to have friends that are also into healthcare, even if they do different types of healthcare, whether it's mental health, whether it's home healthcare, whatever it is, because you guys will be able to relate and understand each other.
Yep.
So if you're into business, have some friends that do different types of businesses, whether they do hair, nail techs. It doesn't have to be like serious types of businesses where they're doing credit or accounting or business brokerage or real estate or commercial real estate, or you know what I mean? Like they don't have to be doing serious like types of business where it's like, but it's like fun businesses, but it's a business because you're helping people, you get clients and you make money. So it's a win-win.
Yep.
And those businesses are typically fun because you get to meet people, you talk to people, you laugh, you bring them like wine, they sit down, they do their nails, they look cute, they post about the business, they take nice pictures with wearing dresses, cute nails, cute hair. It's fun.
Yeah.
Right? So I think for me per se, it's good to make sure that your friends have at least one thing in common altogether that ties you guys together. Yeah, that's what I would say. So
I agree. Nothing to add.
What's one thing in common that all your friends have?
Ambition. In different areas, they don't even if they're not business owners, even in their career, they're all very like ambitious, very direct. They know where they're going, and very, I would say like very ambitious, independent women, goal oriented, very focused. So whether it's because business is not for everyone.
Exactly.
Hell, Business will stress you out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I understand why people don't want to be business owners. You don't have to be a business owner in order to be my friend. I just need you to at least have ambition. I need you at least to have a vision in your career or whatever it is. Keep leveling up. You know, I want you to tell me, hey, I got this now. I got this certification. I'm going here. This is what's happening. I got a promotion. That way, you know, we're all growing together. Our pockets are growing. Our mind is growing. You know, we're growing as people, whatever it is, right? I think that's what everyone in my life has, and which is great because that fuels me. Because when I see someone doing well, I'm like, damn, okay, now I gotta step up too. Which is
Right.
a good thing, not from a competitive or like a jealous point, but it's just like, okay, I see. So we're, you know, you're moving. We challenge each other to grow. You know, when I'm
Exactly.
seeing you achieving this thing and I'm proud of you, I'm happy. I don't want to be the one to remain behind. Hell no. I'm going to step up too. I'm going to try to grow in my own way. So I would say that's one thing that all my friends have, ambition. What about you?
I would say for me per se, a lot of my friends, they have things going on in terms of like again, I said business, right? I have a friend that does party favor. I have another friend that does catering. I have another friend that does event decoration, right? So, and some of them, they do both. They have a 9 to 5, right? And then they have a 5 to 9 or a side business that they're growing. So for me, I would say at least we all have that in common, right?
Yeah.
That determination,
Yeah.
right? And that type of entrepreneurship mindset and growth mindset in different areas that we're all involved in. Yeah.
Nice.